Hi guys, how are you all today morning? Good morning. Today we shall, in continuation of our talk about various proverbs, talk about one particular proverb in the English language. But before doing that, I'd like to request you all to kindly listen to my analysis of the proverb, put in your own experiences, opinions, and comments on this proverb. Let us join together everything for our own mutual good. Now, the proverb that I am going to talk to you today is actions are better than words. Actions speak more than words do. This is a very important proverb which probably would have applied to various instances in your own life. However, I would like to quote Mahabharata in this particular proverb, and I will request you all to find out how it applies to that. Karna, the Mahabharata tragic hero, was a Kshatriya who was brought up in a Shudra family. He was born Kshatriya, but for all practical purposes, he was from a Shudra background. Kshatriya means passion which introduces or which declares valor, bravery, courage, and the ability to withstand pain. Similarly, Shudra is part passion and part ignorance, where ignorance is more and passion is less. But even here, it depicts hard work and the ability to withstand strain and pain. Karna went to Parshurama and lied to him that he, Karna, was a Brahmana. Brahmana is in the goodness mode. A Brahmana is not supposed to have the extraordinary capability of a Kshatriya or a Shudra to withstand pain. Parshurama did not say anything when Karna claimed that he was a Brahmana. Yet, when the right time came and an insect pierced into Karna's thigh and bore so much that it came out of the other side of the thigh, and yet Karna did not wince out of fear that Parshurama, who was lying on the thigh, would be disturbed. Parshurama knew very well that this was something that only two people had a talent to withstand, or the capacity to withstand so much of pain. They were either the passionate Kshatriyas or the ignorant Shudras. He demanded Karna to come out with the truth about his birth. And then Karna told him that he was born a Kshatriya and was brought up as a Shudra, and he had nothing to do with the Brahmana community. Here, actions speak more than words. Karna's several words or several cajolings to Parshurama to convince him that he was a Brahmana fell on this man's deaf ears after so long, just because of one particular action where he proved to Parshurama that he can withstand, or Karna can withstand so much pain for the sake of his own Guru. Parshurama told him that this was not possible for a Brahmana boy who can withstand a bug piercing its right thigh or right side of his thigh and coming out of his left thigh. And the Brahmana would never have allowed this to happen, and he would have thrown Parshurama's head away and run away for fear of the pain. That is the reason why Parshurama cursed Karna for lying to him that he was a Brahmana when he was not. Here, just an action proved to Parshurama who Karna was. Similarly, in my case, I have come across a very interesting story. I was in a train where a very rough and tough looking policeman caught hold of a person and dragged him to the police station, saying that this man was a thief, a pickpocket. Initially, I wondered why that policeman could find out that this guy was a pickpocket. This boy, this young man who the policeman had caught, looked like a CEO of some company, multinational company. He was very well dressed, very handsome looking, and wore a golden watch and very polished shoe. He was also carrying a very expensive briefcase. Now I wondered how such a decent guy was detected to be a pickpocket by a cop who looked like a black and dark, well-built, huge man, that police guy. That police guy, how he could find out that this handsome guy was a pickpocket. And then I realized it was the month end and the beginning of the other month. First. Second, this boy had come there only for that purpose because at that time several people would have got the salary and this guy could pick their packets. Third, the policeman judged that if this guy looked like a CEO, he must have had his own vehicle, or at least he would have been a passenger or commuter in a first class compartment, and he would not have been standing in a crowded compartment like ours. So these were the facts that made the cop suspect this guy. Here also, action spoke more than the words. This boy would have said many things. He would have waxed eloquent about his brilliance or his capacity, but the very fact that he was looking out of place in a place like the crowded compartment of horse proved to the policeman that this guy was no ordinary person. He was a thief. So, kindly listen to my analysis, look into your own word life, and find out how this proverb applies to your own life and how many instances you have come across where the action spoke better than the words. Thank you.